Hello everyone, this is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. So this video is a bit of a personal story. I was invited by some extended family to go on a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip between the Christmas and New Year's holidays. This was an 11-mile round-trip hike into some remote areas of the American Southwest. I took my 11-year-old son with me, and needless to say, he was a trooper, as 5.5 miles each way is a long way for a young kid. However, after what seemed forever, we had made it into a beautiful spot and had a great camp out. Our destination was a spot where a copy of the Book of Mormon had been sealed in a container, buried and cached in a remote spot only known by a few people. It originally started when my relative took a set of young men to the site a few years before, secured the Book of Mormon, and scheduled to go back as often as possible. This was the 3rd time in 5 years that he had made this pilgrimage. Several young men, now older, had gone this time again, and I was honored to be part of that experience. So we found the spot, dug it up, and looked through the Book of Mormon. This is a simple Salt Lake softcover edition with a 2013 copyright. It had been well preserved in a Ziploc bag and a plastic container. The back of this edition has several blank pages, and the sets of young men and adult leaders signed their names as a record of the events. And then for this trip, we did the same. My son commented that he was honored to now be part of the club, and it was worth the trip. He's already discussing more trips to go back, as now it's become a pilgrimage for him. I guess now that the trip is over and we've recovered from the tenuous hike, we've forgotten the pain but still have the good memories of the event. A mentor once told me that we do hard things to grow, and I'm glad that my son went through this experience to increase his gratitude for the Book of Mormon and the value it has given to us. But in general, members of the church and believers of the Restoration have to have some level of sacrifice in order to belong to it. It takes effort to belong, and it's important to make it worth it. So if it takes a geocached Book of Mormon pilgrimage to value the Book of Mormon just a little bit more, I guess a strenuous hike is worth it in the end. Thanks everyone for your support through the past year. I look forward to posting more videos as time continues in this new year. If you have a special or unique edition of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed here, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Best wishes until next time.